Barry Thorne, better known by his street alias Big Bear, is a supporting character in GTA San Andreas. Despite defecting from the gang long ago and being a shadow of what he once was, Big Bear is still held in high regard by both Sweet and CJ. This tells us that he was a monumental part of Grove Street's rise to prominence, and likely built his rep in a manner not dissimilar to CJ by the time we finish the game. Being one of the longest serving members in GSF, Bear had a close relationship with Brian Johnson, the youngest of the Johnson brothers. As I discussed in my analysis of Ryder, I mentioned that many aspects of CJ and Ryder's close friendship seem to be mirrored in the bond between Bear and Brian. When we look into the beta plans for the game, we can see that Big Bear was meant to play a key role in tracking down Big Smoke. Specifically, it seems that he would have been able to shed light on Big Smoke's connections to the Russian mafia, which would have led CJ to the discovery of his stronghold in Los Flores. However, this may still have occurred off-screen in the game.
Carl, it's Sweet.
Hey, what's up? You find smoke?
After we jumped on those ballers, the Bargo started to speak. We got him now. He's hiding in Los Flores or East Los Santos.
In the final release of the game, Big Bear redeems himself by choosing to abandon his old ways and joins CJ and Sweet of his own volition. After renouncing his afflictions, Big Bear gets taken to rehab by Sweet.
I got Bear's back, man.
Alright, I'll see you in a minute, Bear.
Where we going, Sweet?
Someplace we can get old Bear back.
Alright, I'm down for that.
However, in the beta version of the game, it seems CJ was intended to escort Bear instead.
Hey, let's take a ride, homie. I'ma shoot you somewhere you gonna enjoy.
In a touching moment, he confides in CJ and shares valuable insight into the events that occurred in San Andreas prior to CJ's return. His words are very revealing and speak for themselves.
CJ, you take care of Bear, okay?
Yeah, for sure. Come on, Bear. Time for a little detox.
Oh man, do I have to?
Have you looked at yourself in the mirror lately?
Most successful diet I ever been on.
How did Beat Up get his claws into you, Bear?
Man, Grove Street families used to be tight, man. Then little Brian got caught up, you ran off. I don't mean to dish you, man, but you did.
I know, but I'm back now.
True, homie. That's real spit. Anyways, man, Sweetie just became a hard man to be with, you know? Then we got bad blood with Seville Boulevard families, and they split from the Grove, then Tempo, hell, they went Lone Ranger too. Sweet, man, he did absolutely nothing. Streets ain't no place to be, man, when every fool is trying to make a move. So I tried my first blast. See what the fuss is all about, right? Now look at me, a rock star. Ain't nothing to be proud of, man.
We gonna put all this behind us, Bear. Grove is coming back and the OG posse is on the bounce.
Hey!
Go on in, Bear. You know we here for you, alright?
For life, CJ.
Even though he only plays a minor role in the story, I feel his inclusion greatly adds emotional weight to the story. It would have been excellent to see Rockstar follow through on their initial plans for Big Bear. But considering that he was nearly cut from the game entirely, I'm glad that they decided to include him at all. In my opinion, Big Bear seems to be a personification of the state of the Grove Street family's gang, where just as the gang is going through tough times, Big Bear too seems to be gaunt and almost unrecognizable to most of the cast. But over time, as CJ and Sweet finally reunite and manage to rebuild the strength and respect that the gang used to command, Big Bear too rises up like a phoenix from the ashes.
You ain't hear what the I said?
I'm tired
Bear,
of
what the
smoking.
you doing?
I'm tired
Come
of
on,
crack,
man.
And I'm tired of doing your housework.
Oh,
I'm free!
man, what the you do that for, man?
Beat Up, don't hold my leash no more. Bear is back on the Grove.
Thanks, CJ. I owe you.